morning.
Morning, Craig.
Status of any talks on a possible plea deal, sir?
No, I have no comment about any plea deal, but ultimately right now, we're still in the discovery process, and we're trying to receive as much information we can about the case, in particular whether or not the prosecutor can prove beyond a reasonable doubt the aggravated murder charges. That's the most important aspect of the case to us, and obviously whether or not the death penalty will be applicable. As I mentioned in our statement after the arraignment, we are very concerned about having the women go through the stress of a trial. It is not our intent to have to do that, and there are definitely charges in this case that we cannot dispute. So really, it's been shifted to the prosecutor's office as to whether or not they want to pursue this. But as of right now, we haven't received any of the evidence that would support an aggravated murder conviction.
Have you been speaking with the prosecutors? Any word on what their thoughts are?
You'd have to ask them.
Have you seen the tapes of the interviews?
No. Are you talking about of the women?
Yeah, no, of Mr. Castro.
Yes. Yes, I reviewed the tapes.
What's your take on it?
I don't have a comment on that.
Why is it important, Craig, for your defense team to visit the house? Because you've made that request.
It's just like in any crime scene. You want to take a look at the crime scene itself and get an appreciation for what it was like. It's very important, especially if this case does proceed to trial, if the prosecutors continue to pursue the aggravated murder charges, as well as potentially a death penalty specification, to go to the scene and examine it, just like law enforcement did and just like the prosecutors have. So we should have our opportunity to take a look at it as well.
What are you hoping to find there?
I'm not hoping to find anything. It's a matter of just, I think everything's been removed, so it's just a matter of us taking a look physically at the surroundings and taking into account what happened in that house.
Can I ask you about Ariel? It seems that he is walking around in the holding cell and then putting his head down and looking down at the floor the entire time he's in court. Is that he's doing that on his own, or is that the advice that you're giving him?
Well, first, I would never tell you what the advice is that I'm giving him. That's ridiculous. And if that's his decision to put his head down, then he's putting his head down.
What is the tenor of the plea negotiations or discussions, at least with the prosecutor's office? Have they been positive? Have they been receptive to some of your concerns at this point? Yeah,
well, I think that I give Mr. McGinty a lot of respect for creating a death penalty committee. I think it's extremely important that he has that committee. And so he's abiding by whatever procedures they put into place, and this is part of it. So the tenor has been, he's very open and receptive to listening to us and understanding our concerns, as well as the concerns of the victims in this case. And that's crucial.
Judge Russo has set a possible date for trial August 4th. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's within the parameters of his speedy trial rights. So that's customary. It's a 90-day trial period, and it started May 6th. So August 4th would be the deadline.
Are you hoping, though, to avoid that?
I'm just continuing to maintain focus and review all of the evidence.
How voluminous is the evidence?
You'd have to ask the prosecutors that. They're the ones that are in custody of it. I haven't seen all of it yet. Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.